Hare Krishna. So we have been seeing how Arjuna's body, because of his misplaced sense of compassion, is showing signs of lack of vigor, energy. And Arjuna is telling these symptoms to Krishna. He is perplexed. And how his body goes through transformations, it continues in today's verse. It's the text 29 of the first chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which goes, Veputhascha sharire me romaharshascha jayate gandivam samsrati hastat tvakchaiva paridahyate. My whole body is trembling, my hairs standing on end, my bow Gandiva is slipping from my hands, and my skin is burning. The kind of transformations Arjuna's body is showing happens only in two conditions. First is intense spiritual ecstasy. In technical terms, we call it Ashta Sattvika Vikar, wherein because of great love and overbearance of emotions for the Lord, a devotee's body goes through transformations automatically. And the second is this kind of misplaced compassion or intense material afflictions. These are the only two kinds of places wherein a body goes through such intense transformation. Arjuna is definitely not in spiritual ecstasy. He is in the girth of material mire. So we see that Arjuna, he is saying Gandivam sansrate hastat. My Gandiva is slipping out of my hand. This is the same Arjuna who had taken a vow that anyone who tells me to relinquish my Gandiva, I will immediately slay that person. In fact, ahead in Mahabharat battle, we see there was an instance wherein Karna and Yudhishthira had a fight. And Karna, as we know, he had given a vachana or a word of honor to Kunti that even if I fight with your 5 sons, I will only kill one, that is Arjuna. So in any case, you will have 5 Pandavas. Either Arjuna will stay or I will stay. Others I will not touch. So here we see that Karna and Yudhishthira, when they had a fight, Karna completely cornered Yudhishthira. And at one point, because of Karna's arrow, Yudhishthira got unconscious. Seeing the complexity of the situation, the Sarathi of Yudhishthira immediately whirled his chariot away from the battlefield, and the battlefield was taken to the medical camp wherein treatment would happen. And Yudhishthira, he was getting treated for his wounds that had come on his body. Arjuna, seeing this precarious condition, immediately came out of the battlefield and rushed to Yudhishthira Maharaja's tent. He was there massaging Yudhishthira Maharaja's feet, seeing that everything is okay because of his natural affection for his brother. In due course of time, when Yudhishthira Maharaj came back to senses, as soon as he saw Arjuna in front, he exclaimed, "Oh Arjuna, very good you have come here. I am sure you have slain that rascal Karna." So Arjuna said, "No, my dear brother, I just saw you becoming unconscious and I came here immediately." Yudhishthira Maharaj was so baffled by this response. He said, "What is the use of your Gandiva, you coward? You should give away your Gandiva. Not required. Why are you carrying Gandiva?" So Arjuna, he was like, "Oh, he has told me to keep my Gandiva away. Now I will show." He immediately took out his sword and he was ready to cut the head of Yudhishthira Maharaj, his own brother, because he has taken a vow. So this is the way Kshatriyas function. And at that time, Lord Krishna immediately came. And he said, "Hey, wait, what are you doing? This is not the only way to kill a person. Yudhishthir Maharaj is your elder brother. So if someone insults an elderly person, it is tantamount to practically killing him. So do one thing. If you don't want to kill him, even if you can insult him, that's good enough. उसके बाद अर्जुन ने अपने दिल की भड़ास निकाली. अब तक वो चुप थे क्योंकि युधिष्ठिर महाराज बड़े भाई थे. Then he began speaking. It is because of you only. Who had told you to gamble? Who had told you to throw the dice? Who had told you to keep Draupadi on stake? Who had told you to keep yourselves on stake? You don't ask any one of us. You do whatever you want. That time when Chitraratha was about to kill Duryodhan, why did you send me to rescue Duryodhan? अब तक न रहता बास न बजती बांसुरी. So like this, he really emptied his heart on Yudhishthira, whatever he was feeling. And after this, when he got cooled down, his anger subsided. He was ready to cut his own neck. He said, after insulting my elder brother, how can I live? Again Krishna was there. He said, hey, wait, this is not the only issue. Wait. He is your elder brother. So elder brother is compared to father. So when a son, because of some misgivings in heart, insults the father, because it is a very close relation, it is not taken very seriously. It is taken in a sporting way. Father does not take any much heed of those some bad words that are told by his son. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is like your father, and I am sure he is ready to forgive you. He immediately asks Yudhishthira Maharaj, are you ready to forgive? Yudhishthira Maharaj says, yes, I have already forgiven. So this is the way Krishna comes to the rescue of Pandavas. So the point is, this is the commitment of Arjuna towards his vow that I will never relinquish my Gandiva. But imagine this Arjuna's state now. Gandiva sansrite hastat. His Gandiva is slipping from his hand. This is the same Arjuna who had fought with Mahadev. We know another story from Mahabharata. How in Swargaloka, during the 12 years of exile, Arjuna had come face to face with Mahadev. Mahadev wanting to see Arjuna's military prowess, his dexterity of shooting arrows. He had taken the form of a hunter and he had made a Mayavi boar to just wander in the forest. So it so happened that Arjuna and Lord Mahadev as a hunter, they shot and aimed at the boar at the same time, and both of their arrows hit the boar at the same time. Both of them claimed for the kill and nobody was ready to give up. Both of them said, it is my arrow that hit first. Both of them are saying, no, it is my arrow. So in order to stake claim over the boar, they started fighting another duel. This is the way Kshatriyas work. They were ready to kill each other. And here, Arjuna, with his supreme archery skills, he really enthralled Lord Shiva's heart to such an extent that Lord Shiva gave him the Pashupatastra. Essence is, Arjuna has not been in this kind of situation the first time. He has been in this kind of situations previously. But that time, it was only dharma, adharma and kartavya that was guiding. Another instance is wherein in the 1 year of incognito, Arjuna and all the Pandavas were staying at Virat Nagar, and in the 1 year of incognito, when Bhima killed Kichak and Duryodhan came to know, Duryodhan immediately knew if Kichak had to die, it is only in the hands of Bhima. There is no one else who can face Kichak. So Kichak is dead, it must be Bhima. That is, that all the Pandavas are in Virat Nagar. So Duryodhan, Dushasan, Karna, Bhishma, Kripa, everyone together they attacked Virat Nagar. At that time, Arjuna single-handedly defeated all of them. So that time was he not faced in front of Bhishma and Drona? That time was it not his own kinsman with whom he was fighting? So essence is that time he was guided with kartavya. That time he was guided by dharma. Whereas now he is being guided by a false sense of kinsmanship. That is the basis of this Vishad. It tells us a very important point in life, that in our life also, unless the basis of our actions is pure kartavya, we are doomed to be befooled by the way this material nature works. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.